Hello everyone! So, I'm doing a video! Yeah! I think most of you know me, but if you don't know me, hello! I'm Tumblr user Isco Cross, also archive of our own user The Silver Witch, also just Gisela. You can call me Gisela or G if we're friends and like mutuals. If we don't know each other, you can just call me Isco Cross. That's also like a good name for me. I'm okay with that. I am Portuguese, which you can probably tell by my accent. Or maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a Portuguese accent, but like that's me saying it, so I don't know if it's true or not. In any case, I have an accent definitely. 19. I'm living in Madrid. This is Madrid right now. My bedroom in Madrid, which is bigger than my bedroom in Lisbon, so that's nice. That's like a nice thing. And yeah, I asked you guys to like just ask me whatever you wanted, like if there was a thing you wanted me to say. Sask does ask me to say a name, which I say Sagadas? I say like Sagadas, because that's how you'd say it in Portuguese. But weirdly, I have a feeling that's like not how you pronounce your name, because I know it has like a little curl on the G and the S, I think. So, I don't know, Sagadas. I hope I'm not getting it like super wrong. Maybe I am, possibly I am. Another person asked me to say like swear words in Portuguese, which would be caralho, which I don't think it has like a meaning. I've never we've discussed this many times with my family and my friends. I don't think the word caralho has a meaning, but it's a very bad swear word, and if you say it in Portugal, that would be definitely like, why are you saying this? Puta, merda, foda-se. I think those are like the biggest like for like fuder is like fuck, the verb fuck. So foda-se, caralho, merda, sou puta. Yeah, that's like the four main swear words in Portugal. Nea asked me to say I love you in every language I know. Which, okay, so Portuguese from Portugal, it would be eu amo-te. If I was in Brazil, if I was Brazilian, I'd say eu te amo, but I'm not Brazilian. And Spanish is also yo te amo. And in English, it's I love you. And yeah, eu amo-te. That's what I say, because that's like the big one for me. I could also read fanfiction. Two people asked me to read fanfiction, Nea and Frauke. I don't know why you guys want me to read fanfiction. It's like such a weird thing. But I can do it. I can definitely like... I'm going to read you a paragraph for one of my favorite fanfics of my own. Not other people's. I'm sorry. I don't really like keep track of other people's fanfictions. I'm sorry. I'm very self-centered in that way. But this one is part of the ache in your legs like collection. I don't know. It's a small fan fiction, I think. I wrote it after we basically lost the season, like last season. It's Tonisco, of course. It's Tonisco because what else would it be? What else do I even live for? It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Also Tonisco. I was also asked to talk about Tonisco. I know it's weird. I know. I know that they barely like even acknowledge each other's existence. I know. I also know like it's weird that I like Toni Kroos. It's weird. He's not even my type. He's very blonde and weird and pale. So he's not my type. I know that it's weird, but I'm into it. And it's one of those things like I can justify it. I could try like pull up images and spend ages talking about it and dissecting it and being like, oh, this is why and they interacted in this way, blah blah blah. But whatever, I don't care. Basically, I like their chemistry. That's what I like the most. I think it's a fun relationship where they're not polar opposites, but they are definitely opposites. And Tony's very sarcastic and Isco's very sarcastic, and I like that. Like sometimes people ask me, oh, why not Jamisco like James and Isco, or why not Christmas like James and Cristiano Ronaldo? And I don't see the chemistry. Like there's no sass, there's no banter. I can't see them talking to each other like making mean jokes and just having more of a fun relationship. I imagine they do in real life, of course. I imagine they make a ton of jokes, but in my head, those relationships are very more just cutesy and lighthearted, and that's fine. But it's not something I'm very into. I very much like the sass and the banter. And if you read my fics, you've noticed like I'm all about the fucking sass. And yeah, for me, Tonisco has that definitely, so that's why I'm into it. And now going back to me reading a line from one of my fanfictions. This is a sad fanfiction, but whatever. In another universe, things would go differently. in another life, doing everything there is to be won in Toni's first season at Real Madrid. And their blood is white, their hearts are white, everything in them is white, white, white to the core, and so full of pride. In another universe, they do not burn as they fall, their wings do not melt, they are not Icarus, doomed to fail the second his feet left the ground. This is nothing like that. Fabi asked me to read a poem or a poem line, and I figured I'm not going to read something by myself. I'm going to read a couple of lines from my favorite poem, which is Apocalypse Not Coming by Gizim. She's on Tumblr. I think if you've been in the Marvel fandom, you know her. Gizim or whatever. We used to be mutuals, by the way. I feel like I should say this. We used to be mutuals. She used to follow me back when I was in the Marvel fandom and I was famous. Gizim used to follow me. And we talked like a couple of times, so... Whew. And yeah, she wrote a poem called Apocalypse Not Coming, and I just really like it, so I'll read like the first couple of lines. For every glad goddamn sign, the newspaper's eve, on the morning after the sun was supposed to unrise, there's someone sitting on the edge of a river run Cayon, feet kicking and kicking against the carved shale sides, little pebbles cascading down towards oblivion, just waiting. Their breath is ragged and their fists are closed, and the tires of their once good-as-new machine have been worn down to smooth leather, tractionless but soft to the touch, and all they want is just that one sign, a meteor to call them home, a crack in the sky that oozes shit brown in the middle of a summer sunset. They've been looking all their life for a good excuse to tell Mona Louise it, and this ain't the year it's coming. Someone asked to hear about like Madrid and Erasmus, and Chris' autobiography. I don't have Cristiano Ronaldo's autobiography. Also, another thing. It's so weird to say Chris, because Chris is definitely the name as an H in it, and Cristiano Ronaldo does not have it. And if I were to say it in Portuguese, it would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, it's a very different name. But anyway, I don't have his autobiography. But Madrid and Erasmus. Madrid is great. I'm really enjoying it. I had a couple of down days, which most of you probably seen me like moaning about it on Tumblr and Twitter. Just because, my phone got robbed and my wallet got robbed, and now I have this phone, which is alright. And yeah, the worst thing about it was just the stress, like that thing happening. It very, very stressful. Yeah, I cried a lot, which I rarely cry. And when this happened, I was just like a fucking fountain for like 2 days, and I didn't eat for like 3 or 4 days. I was so sad, I just didn't eat. But yeah, Madrid, other than that, is very beautiful, very nice. The people are very nice. There's always stuff to do. The only thing I say is that I wish my family and my friends like from Portugal were here, because Portuguese people in general are very connected to their family, and I'm no exception. So even though I'm quite independent and I don't spend that much time with my parents who are divorced, so that's another thing. Even though I don't spend that much time with them, I still wish they were around. I always watch like the Real Madrid games with my father. We used to go out for like to cafes to read or to just hang out, and we used to cook together. And with my mom, I'd go like shopping, and we just hang out. Like I used to just hang out and do nothing with my family and my friends, and I miss doing that. That's kind of like sad and soppy as it sounds. But I'm enjoying Madrid. I have friends there. I go out a lot, which I didn't do that much in Portugal. And yeah, Madrid is a fun city. It's very big. It's like 6 times the size of Lisbon, so it's very chaotic, and there's always people. It's always crowded. Like if you go out at 2 a.m., the streets are crowded. That's one of those things. And I had nothing against that. I like that. I like the chaotic. I like the fact that there's always something going on. What I miss from Portugal and Lisbon is the beach and my family. I really miss the ocean. I didn't think I would miss it that much, but I'm like, when's the sun coming out? Because I'm so pale. And I get a bit more tan. Not a lot more tan, but a bit more tan in the summer. So this isn't regular me. Katie asked me to talk about Messi. What is there to be said? Honestly, fucking Messi. Fucking Barcelona. I really don't like them. Like sometimes people ask me, oh, why don't you like Barcelona? Why don't you like Bayern Munich? Just because. I don't have to like them. I like Real Madrid and that's it. I have no interest in just any other team. Like, I don't care. And Messi, with all not paying taxes, and with the last El Clasico going against Pepe. And he's a wet paper towel. That's what I think when I think of Messi. It's like a wet paper towel. It's just no personality, no pizzazz. I don't know. And he's kind of cute, I will say. But he's too short. to be attractive to me. Anyway, I'm taller than Lionel Messi. I'm 173, so whatever. Whatever, you know? And just fuck Barcelona. I'm so hoping we'll win, or at least Atletico wins, just that they don't win shit this season. I'm just like, it will happen. Anyway, they're fucking up, they're going down, they're going to die. And that is the meaning of life. And finally, I don't really have a favorite type of music or anything. I listen to whatever Spotify throws at me, like reggaeton, pop, chill music. Fabi recommended me the Studio Ghibli soundtracks on ukulele. Lovely, fucking love it. Thank you everyone who sent me stuff to say, and thank you to everyone who just talks to me. And I mentioned earlier I was robbed and it sucked, but the fact that I had everyone on Twitter especially just talking to me and offering me support and offering me advice, and it really meant a lot to me. It genuinely helped so much. I could have made it, I could have survived otherwise, but it made a difference. To know I have you guys to talk to and I have you guys offering me support. Yeah, it makes a difference. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a very good day. Now I'm going to try to edit this down because it's so long. It's 16 minutes. Oh, shit. That's